Hello, hello. My name is Sharp Eyes,
And this is Zork.
and welcome to another episode of.
We cast, you play.
Exactly. You play, we cast. Now,
It's the same shit anyway. Alright.
well, technically, you're supposed to play first, and then we
Okay,
cast it.
well, that is true. But you know what? I won the bet last week, and I choose my way, okay?
Okay. So, without further ado, let's get started.
And this channel is copyrighted. We have a Twitter, a YouTube, and a Facebook.
Absolutely.
Indeed.
Looking like the game will be on Neoplanet S. Yeah, very balanced map, if I do say so myself. Alright, spawning in the upper right-hand corner, we have OHHO sick as the yellow Protoss. And spawning in the lower left-hand corner here, we have OHHO Matz spawning as the green Zerg. Now, Orc, what do you think about the PvZ matchup here?
PvZ is pretty interesting. As of right now, currently, today when we're casting this, basically what's happening a lot in this matchup, for the most part, is there'll be a lot of Roach Hydra play, but basically what Protoss does is they get 2 base easily, and then they try and get up to 3 base. But once they get up to 3 base, they just basically go Sky Toss, and it's amazing what a lot of Void Rays can do in Heart of the Swarm, because they're pretty powerful if you have enough of them. Get Phoenix Void Ray and maybe an Oracle or 2. It's pretty powerful unit comp.
Very powerful indeed. As one thing to note, one Void Ray actually does take out one Corruptor, which is a very strange thing.
Huh. That's really OP, kind of.
Very OP indeed. As we see, one of Orc's favorite things happening right now, an Overlord going to Scout.
Going to Scout, but it should be a drone, but that's okay.
That's okay. It's all about these baby steps here for these scouting heroes.
Scouting heroes. Baby steps indeed.
Back to the Zerg player. We do see a spawning pool coming down. Is this an early pool?
Nope, standard.
Very standard indeed.
It's about 14 pool, yep. We see a 14 pool, 14 hatch, which is a good build. I prefer hatch than pool though, just so you get more economy going, but hey, it's better to be safe than sorry in any aspect in life, let alone StarCraft 2.
Better safe than sorry indeed, as Orc always wears protection.
Yep, always. Because when you're going in head first with the Baneling bust, you never know what's gonna happen. So,
Absolutely. Going back to the Protoss player here, we actually do see him tossing down a Nexus after his gateway, so he is going for one gate expand. What are the pros and cons between this one and the Forge Fast expand?
Forge Fast Expand definitely gives you a lot more, you're a lot less likely to die from early pressure, which seems to be happening from green, but real quick before he gets to his base, he went for an Expo, and then like a 1 gate expand, and now he's in double gas with 3 workers on each gas, so this is a very interesting build. And here we go.
A very interesting build indeed, as we do see two Zerglings running around here trying to take down this probe. Looking like another 2 Lings will be trying to take down this pylon over here. What's going to happen here? Lings will be falling back. Looking like these Lings will help the initial 2 take down this pylon. Will the Protoss player get supply blocked? He will not get supply blocked, as he does toss down additional pylons. Looking like one Zealot coming out here, and it looks like he has completely missed those Lings, as the Lings will head back. Oh, and the Mothership Core comes out, looking like one probe will go down, I think. Let's see. Yes, 2 probes actually went down here for the Protoss player. Orc, do you think that was a fair trade? 2 Lings for 2 probes? Sorry.
Yeah, it was a good trade for the Zerg, but the only bad thing for the Protoss was, as he pulled all of his probes when his mothership core popped out and he had a zealot to help him fend everything off, the 4 lings off, he should have only pulled like probably about a quarter of his probes, if even less than that.
So you're saying that the mining time lost was pretty significant there?
A little significant. It's not game changing, but you know, you could have done a little bit better.
All right. It does look like that Overlord was taken down by this lone stalker here. Do you think that the Zerg player has the information that he needs from that Overlord?
Yeah, I'd say for right now, but I would leave it outside of his base. I think like what he's going to do, and see if he's going for a Robo or a Stargate.
And it does look like a Robo will be plopping down here for the Protoss player. Meanwhile, the Zerg is sending in 2 lings to scout the front.
Speed is on the way for our Zerg player. He just started, well, his tech is halfway done, so that's good for him. Protoss is mining comfortably off of 2 bases. His warp gate is just finishing up as we speak. And we have more pressure from the Zerg.
Looking like this forge will be going up, but these Zerglings are making it pretty hard for the Protoss player as he is attempting to take down this pylon for the 2nd time, but getting rallied by the Mothership Core.
Yeah, with his forge, with the Protoss player, his forge completing, he'll definitely be safe now, and we'll be able to hold mostly any pressure that's coming, especially with Photon Overcharge from his Mothership Core.
Photon Overcharge is a very powerful ability.
We see an Observer and an Immortal being queued up in the robotics bay from the Protoss. So he's going to be able to see what the Zerg is up to. He throws down a bunch of additional gates and a robotics base. So it looks like we'll be seeing probably just an Immortal Colossi Stalker push with maybe some Zealots off of 2 base. Judging by these guys are both Platinum, correct?
Yes.
I don't think the Protoss will be taking a 3rd base, so I'm just gonna probably guess that, but as you can see, or if you've seen any of our other casts, I'm always wrong anyway, so but our Zerg is on tier 2, and he's going probably for Roach Hydra, but he only has a Hydralisk then. So maybe he's going Ling Hydra and just getting upgrades for his Hydras, which is pretty interesting. But he started 1-1 for his Hydras, but didn't get speed or range attack upgrade, and he just throws down a Spire now. So I guess Ling Hydra Muta is the composition he'll be going for.
A very interesting composition, as Ling Hydra Muta is actually not seen very often in ladder play.
No, it's definitely an interesting comp. We have our Protoss player starting +1. The Zerg is, like I stated before, already getting +1/+1 for ranged and armor. And now we have a Twilight Council coming down from the Protoss, and a Colossi is almost complete. He has Thermal Lance on the way. So it looks like he will be doing, like I stated before, with 1 Immortal, he'll be doing mainly Stalkers and Colossi off of 1 Robo, with probably Blink, if I had to guess. And it'll probably be maybe a +2 timing attack, I'd say.
So it will look like a +2 timing attack predicted by Orc, but will his prediction come true?
We'll have to see. Protoss player throws down an additional 3 gates. Thermal Lance is finishing. Legs just started, so I was wrong once again, like always. +1 is finishing for the Protoss, and 1-1 are basically complete for the Zerg, for ranged and for Carapace. And the creep spread is actually pretty good from Matz this game. He's doing pretty well. He's mining comfortably off of 3 bases, which is good. I would throw up a 4th if I was him. And I'm always wrong, like always. The Protoss takes a 3rd. Now whether the game will last for the 3rd to be effective, we'll have to find out. Another Colossi pops out. Legs are almost done. Thermal Lance has completed, and he is starting his +2 and chrono boosting it.
And it looks like the Zerg army will be moving up north, while simultaneously sending in these Mutalisks. Will this Mutalist take out this Mothership Core? Oh, and it looks like the Mothership Core does go down, looking like the Mutalisks are in a very good position right now, as as the anti-air has really not shown itself yet. Looking like these lings will take out the anti-air over here, but yeah, very interesting battle.
Yeah, he got a nice round on 4 Stalkers. He picked off the Mothership Core, which means his second and his third Nexi cannot use Photon Overcharge, which is a very useful defensive skill, and he might get the cancel on the third, which would be huge.
And it looks like these Colossi are melting these Zerglings. I mean, but the oh my God, the Nexus actually fell. There was no cancel there. Very powerful move there by the Zerg player.
Now we have a little bit of downtime. The Protoss is about halfway done with +2. He's got 6 gates so far. Like I said, +2 will be finishing. And it looks like the Zerg is going for 1-1-1 ground upgrades, and his +1 attack just finished for his air units. And he has a 4th base up now, and he's making a macro hatch.
It is looking like Mulus will be flying over the Protoss base here. And also there's an engagement down south with the Lings versus a bunch of very powerful units. It looks like the Lings will not stand a chance and will be retreating. But the Mulus are doing heavy damage to the Protoss economy here, taking out a total of around 26, 30. Oh my God! Like it actually looks like all the probes have been wiped out here. Meanwhile, the Protoss has wiped out the Zerg's base over here, but it actually looks like all of the Protoss's probes have been wiped out.
To know real quick, this could be a base trade scenario, or Zerg could make a bunch of units and try to make a stand at his base with his mutas, and it looks like Hydras and Lings, or just Roaches at this point he's actually making.
Looks like he will be making some Roaches here. Roaches are very good counter to gateway units, but they get melted by these Colossi, so we'll have to see what's going to happen here.
If we look at the units count, the Zerg has 26 Mutalisks, and let's see how many Stalkers the Protoss has. 22, so that's a pretty good amount.
And it looks like these Roaches will be getting melted here by the Colossi, as I had predicted, but there are a lot of Mutalisks here, so we'll have to see how this battle turns out. Looking like 2 Colossi have gone down by these Mutas. But the Stalkers are actually doing a pretty good amount of damage to those Mutalisks.
Yeah, this is basically all or nothing for the Protoss because he has no economy at home.
Looking like the final Colossi will go down. And it looks like the natural of the Zerg has gone down right now. I honestly don't know who is going to win this. I mean, it's basically a Mutalisk versus Stalker battle right here, with drones coming into the tank.
Yep, that's really good. The drones are taking up a lot of attack damage. But I think that as we saw, the Stalkers automatically target the mutas.
Looking like some pretty crafty AI here for the Stalkers.
I'm gonna have to go out and say, well, he just threw a few Mutalisks away, probably by accident, by Miss Micro, but the Zerg is still mining on 2 base, so I mean, I think he will take this. Yeah.
It will be looking like a bunch of Lings are in production for the Zerg player here. I'm guessing that the Zerg player will try to regroup and take out this small Protoss army here.
Yeah, I mean, Yellow has 1 probe right now, and he doesn't even have. He needs 10 more minerals just to make a 2nd probe. Our Zerg player's building hatches all over the map, and he's just like he's just making basically any and every unit he can at his 3rd, and he's as I say that, he's throwing down a bunch of spine crawlers. So yeah, he's definitely going to try and make a hold here, and he should be able to with his mutas coming back in time, and with all the units he's built and his spine crawlers. That
is a lot of spine crawlers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 spine crawlers here.
And with the mutas going back into the Protoss main and natural, which are the only 2 bases that the Protoss has, he sees no probes, so he basically says, if I can hold this, I can win. And he's taking out all the pylons just in case he wants to warp in any extra units. But little does he know, the Protoss has no resources left, no minerals.
Looking like the Protoss player will be spending some time here taking out these extractors. Things are looking pretty grim here for the Protoss player.
With the spines getting up, that pretty much just seals the game. It's over. And he's still, not to mention, he's still on 1 mining base. So yeah, green definitely takes this one in a very close game.
Yeah, and a very exciting game to watch, as there was a base trade situation there, but with the extra bases, Zerg will win this.
Like, I mean, at this point, he doesn't even need his mutas, as we'll see here in a second.
Looking like those stalkers will get scared away by those spines. I'm not sure what the Protoss player is doing right now.
And we have exactly 12 mutas versus 12 stalkers, which is pretty funny. But it's not going to matter in the end.
It is look like the Zerg player is droning up right now. And drones are always good at this point in the game. But it does look like those Zerglings will get ambushed by these stalkers here. And losing no stalkers in the process. But it looks like these spines are too much, as the Protoss player attempts to possibly take down this hatchery over here. But what I don't understand is yeah. I mean, the Protoss player actually has no way to produce any workers right now, and he has to win with this tiny army right here.
Yeah, killing that hatchery isn't going to help out our Protoss player in this final battle.
And it looks like Zerglings, Roaches, and Mulas will be taken down. We should see a GG at any moment, and there's the GG. Very well played by both players.
Yeah, a very, very fun game to watch. It's one of the shittiest scenarios you can run into when you're playing base trades, because you never actually get to, fight head on when your armies are at complete full strength. But yeah, good game, and that was, good game to watch.
Very fun game to watch. My name is Sharp Eyes.
And this is Orc.
And we are signing off.